The importance of your calling. So this is coming from Ephesians 4, verse 7 through 8, and then 11 through 12. It says in 7, "But unto every one of us is given grace according to the measure of the gift of Christ." So just talking about this, we've talked about this in other slides and other messages that I have delivered unto you. And basically what he's saying is, as you have made your calling and your election sure, there's a gift that comes to you. And we're going to read more about this in 8. It says, "Wherefore he said, when he ascended up on high, he led captivity captive and gave gifts unto men." Now, you have to understand that Christ gave these gifts. And through Christ comes life, and it comes more abundantly. Now, if he has given you a gift, and he says that you could become a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people, to show forth the praises that is due unto his matchless name, then you have to understand that this also has to come with a shield. And by a shield, I basically mean that you have to work yourself up to become this calling, which means you have to make your election sure. So you're going to make some mistakes. Now, this is not leeway into having mistakes the rest of your life. Eventually, you're going to be strong over the mistakes you once made a year ago or even yesterday. So it says in another word in the New Testament that as you sin, you have an advocate. So again, the grace, there's a common grace that is given to everyone in the world where they could come to God and could serve God. And then there's another grace that's given to those who may be a pastor, or maybe those who are teachers, or maybe those who are evangelists. And we're going to read about this later on, actually. We're going to read about this in 11. It says, "And he gave some apostles and some prophets and some evangelists and some pastors and teachers for the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Christ." Okay, so this is where the importance of your calling matters, because how in the world could you teach anyone to be perfect when you're not perfect yourself? How could you teach anyone to become perfect when there's no such thing as perfection? So you're teaching, what you're going to have to do eventually is you're going to have to teach them that you're going to fall eventually. Yeah, so if you're going to fall eventually, why would I even just start? Why would I even walk? Why don't I just stay in the sins that I'm in? I don't want to fall. That's scary, just waiting for me to fall. So what you're telling me is just hope that you're going to fall. Is there anything lively in that message? No, because it's not part of God's message. He died for you, not the you that you are now, but the you that you could become. The fact that you could look at your enemy and love him the same way that you love yourself. This is power. And this is the importance of your calling, that you're not just here to save yourself, but you're here to save another. Whether it's your wife, your spouse, or your children, or your co-workers, just understand that there's a light given unto you that you could save those who see the light. Don't think that everyone is going to see the light, though. Don't think that this light is for everyone. Understand that those people who come unto you, maybe it's your enemy who keep trying to provoke you. Maybe it's the light is for them. Because when they see that you don't fight or use the same words that they're using, their minds and their eyes will be open to the fullness of the truth of Christ, and understand that greater is he that's within you than he that's within the world. So understand your importance of life, and then you'll soon understand the importance of your calling.